Giving people a fair shake. That's the topic of today's video. My name's Ayin Kilimanjaro. When I'm thinking about this topic, you know what I'm thinking about, and I know this is something that everybody who's watching this video will be able to relate to. How many times have you heard somebody say something about a person that either you just met or you hadn't met yet, but they're giving you a heads up? Although you can look at it in a good light from the standpoint of, okay, it's so-called a heads up, so I'm not backstabbed. But to this, I'm saying I still like to give people a fair shake. Meaning, you could tell me whatever up under the sun about this person. I'm still going to give them the benefit of a doubt from the standpoint of, I don't know you. We don't have an interaction to base our, we don't have history to base our interaction on. Okay? So, I'm going to come across you square and fair. Right? Now, this is where it may get, where I may lose some people. Because this is going to link up with another video or videos where I talk about boundaries. Now, the reason why that works for me, that doesn't make me immune to being backstabbed and all the above. There's been people where I've not even had any type of relationship with, and they still stab me in the back, said things that they definitely weren't true because they didn't know me. And we didn't even have a relationship. So there you go. I remember it happening with a coworker one time at work. Never even knew me. They had just gotten there. And I was getting word that, now I'm thinking about it. Well, it's not really likely. More than likely, it's not the case. I was going to say the person could have been lying, but I knew the person, and this seemed up their way about what they would do. So they still got a fair shake from me, from the standpoint I wasn't rude, even though I knew these things were being said and what have you. Anyway, I'm off the subject. What I was about to say is the reason why I may lose some people on saying this is because the way that I hold boundaries, regardless of who you are, there's certain things you're just not going to be allowed to do, or things that you're not going to know about me anyways, because I don't just go around handing this information out, because I have boundaries in place for these things. So, that being said, when I'm saying a fair shake, it's just, hey man, I'm giving you the same amount of respect as I would anybody that I saw in a grocery store, and it's just, how you doing? And, keep it moving. Because I don't know you. So it's not like we're getting ready to go out to drinks or whatever the case may be, or whatever youngsters are doing nowadays, because I don't know you. And like I said in another video, chances are you're probably going to get on my nerves anyway. But with that being said, some people set themselves up into a position where it wouldn't matter how the person was. You make yourself so available, you make it easy for you to get stabbed in the back. You provide way too much information. You're doing way too much with any and everybody. So that's the reason why this can especially hold true with saying this. With me saying that I give people a fair shake, this is right in line with another video that I stated where I talked about where you hear that statement a lot, where people go, man, you got to earn my respect. And I'm like, it makes no sense to me. How can a person earn your respect? So I'm going to go around and treat everybody like garbage until you show me otherwise? No, that's crazy. That's crazy talk. That doesn't even make any sense. Just tell me how much positivity are you going to get back? You know what? I'm going to just say this. Your energy will be reciprocated. Does that make any sense? It'll be reciprocated. You'll get what you give, more likely than not. And probably more likely than not, biting off more than you could chew. Anyways, enough with that foolishness. What I'm talking about giving people a fair shake is when you have those boundaries in place, which I think I've touched on that enough in here, you're not really having a place that a person really can go outside of your standard meet and greet, or you're just getting to know a person. Now, if you're coming at me sideways off a standard meet and greet, or just some, super casual, super surface level talk, you're way out in left field, then hey, I got all I need to know up on the first conversation. But as far as letting other people shape, mold my view up of you before meeting you, hey, no, I'm gonna give you a fair shake. Now, it's nothing wrong with me keeping that information in the back of my mind from the standpoint of, hey, it's certain things you might not want to do with this person if this could be true. But this is what I'm saying about, with me, it makes me never mind. I keep it in the back of my mind, or not. Either way, because I'm not trying to go to that extreme with the person. I just met you. I don't know you. Makes me never mind. I'm going to share one example of where this held true. It's come through countless times. This here is going to be a little bit different example from, just peer-to-peer relationship. And I think I shared this before. You can stop me if I had. I remember one time in college, it was a college professor. It was English. And before I'd even gotten, I don't even think, I think I had just enrolled in college. And what I mean by is submitted my application and all that. And I remember an older friend of mine, he was telling me, hey, look, whatever you do, if you get this teacher, get out of his class. The man's crazy. Do some crazy talk. You don't want him. It's crazy. Now, I'm going to say throughout my college career of me choosing classes, I can only ever recall one class. I think it was one class that I actually switched. Not dropped, but I'm talking about like switched out of. You got the little grace period of 2-3 days. You can choose something else. Because I was not feeling the class. It just didn't seem like something I'd be interested in. It was some sort of some sort of humanity. I can't remember. I don't remember, but I just wasn't feeling the class. And how the first day come in there, they kind of let you know what the syllabus on what's expected, and I just was like, ugh. And I changed, but that was because I had my own mind made up. Nobody had done that. But anyways, back to this teacher. Friend was telling me, hey, look, it's crazy. Don't take him. I got off in there, come to find out, because he described him and everything. I had this teacher. I was like, what is he talking about? This teacher, he seems cool. I was like, I'm not going to let him go just yet. Seems like a cool cat. So this teacher didn't play, and to tell you the truth, he was my most favorite teacher. Look at me. Look, I'm using jacked up English. Did I even say that right? He was my favorite teacher. I'm gonna say my mostest, favoriteest, bestest teacher in college, hands down. And not to mention, I didn't know how to write before I got into college. When I'm saying write, I'm not saying that I was illiterate. What I'm saying is I didn't understand anything about what the paragraphs and the sentence structure. And even though there's still some things that are missing, don't get me wrong, I can write my butt off. But when you're just talking about understanding predicates and all, that stuff is over my head on that. I just know on what structurally sounds right. Long story short, teacher taught me how to write. Fall from there. I really dug the class. Not only that, even the sidebar conversation behind really driving the points home behind things, there was a lot of lessons learned in that class. I turned around and I took the follow-up class. It was English 1 and English 2. I took all the Englishes up with him. Awesome teacher. Very intelligent man. Had actually gotten accepted. Was one of the, if I'm not mistaken, was one of the youngest teachers to be accepted to youngest students to be accepted to college at his age. I think because I'd asked him about it. I think Martin Luther King was ahead of him. I can't remember. Brilliant guy. Learned a lot from. But the point of me going down that path of talking about him hit a soft spot. He knows who he is. Awesome class, and I'm glad that I didn't let somebody else's judgment of this teacher hinder me from missing out. And it's the same thing that has applied to other individuals in my life. I like to rely on that story because it really is a hard story. And what I mean by hard, it is something that you really could grasp because there's so many lessons from that, and it's a lot of substance there behind it. Because not only did I learn from him as a person, it was something that I was able to carry on for years on in my life, and assisted me in what I learned from him assisted me in writing a book and really paying attention to how things were set up grammatically and so forth. So, and in there, he didn't teach the predicates and nouns and all that junk that I'm talking about. You know, that was stuff you should have got in high school. Guess I wasn't paying attention. I don't know. But you don't let your views be jaded by other people. You know, you base your interactions on them. I ain't judging anyway. Only thing I care about judging is if something is good or bad for me, and how much I'm willing to deal with. That's the only thing. I'm only concerned about judging what's in my court. Me, what affects I ain't. I'm not concerned about judging other people. Even if you're not my cup of tea and you just seem to be a jerk, hey, you still can have a nice day. I'm not going to treat you like a jerk, but you can just move on till you show me otherwise, you know, and that we can have something where we're able to talk about whatever. I'm about to end this video. Hot. Standing up here off with this jacket. But I just wanted to bring those topics to you today. If you hadn't already, hit the subscribe button. Follow me on other social media. I'm not even listening. It's in the description. Check out the book that I've written. That awesome book, I Am Kilimanjaro's The Arithmetic of Family Communication. Links in the description box. Stay encouraged. Avoid being discouraged. I'm Ayin. Y'all have a good one.